first inclusion assistant I remember was my mom. She was always there for me no matter what, you know, even through the tough times, you know. It's life, we gotta go through something, I guess, you know. And I remember she was always there for me. She never gave up on me, she had hope. And I remember I was just being a kid, you know. I didn't even know I had autism until I was like 9 years old, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's crazy. I felt like I was just a normal kid like everyone else, and then my mom told me I had a disability. I was like, interesting. I still felt like a kid no matter what. So yeah, my mom was my first inclusion assistant. Yeah.
Welcome to the Frank D. Lanterman Regional Center's video series. My name is Edward Perez, Regional Manager of one of the school age units. In this video, we will provide information about inclusion. Frank D. Lanterman Regional Center promotes inclusion of children and adults with developmental disabilities in community settings. Everyone benefits from the opportunity to interact with their peers in a variety of settings. The interaction is beneficial to a child with developmental disabilities because they get to engage in group activities in typical settings with their non-disabled peers. All they need is extra support to participate in these activities, and the Regional Center may provide personal assistance for that support, or it could be an individual that client knows and trusts. This chosen individual works directly with the staff members in settings to provide the inclusion support for the child or individual. The Lanterman Act mandates that when developing a service plan, one must first consider services and supports in the natural community, home, work, and recreational settings.
I got a diagnosis of Freddie when he was 4, at the age of 4. And so for me, it was all new. I didn't know what the diagnosis meant. And I had to learn pretty much from the bottom to really understand his needs. And part of it was inclusion and also making sure that he got all the social interactions because he's my first kid, my first child. So I wasn't used to really understanding what it was to have a child with special needs or having a diagnosis. We used inclusion in various areas. One of them was in the school setting, and also the other one was recreational, making sure that he also had an additional person kind of like guiding him and really understanding the whole motor skills of whatever sport, because I enjoy sports. So I really wanted him to have that experience, and I had to look for a nonprofit that really helped, but everything that I was looking for was expensive and was far. It wasn't locally where it was in the LA area. So I went online and I Googled like resources, recreational sports, and that's how I came around Keen LA. They were based in Elysian Park, and their emphasis was sports and engaging one-on-one interaction, and their main thing is also inclusion, and that was my main focus for me, to make sure that he was always included. Didn't matter that he had a diagnosis.
The child's parents or the individual are responsible for the cost of that activity itself. The Lanterman Act states that parents of a child with a developmental disability have the same responsibility as a parent of a child with no developmental disability. The length of support is determined on a case-by-case basis. However, support is offered year-round, even during the summer. Inclusion support services are some of the many ways Frank D. Lanterman Regional Center is dedicated to supporting individuals in their communities. For more information on these or any other services that the Regional Center provides, please visit our website at www.lanterman.org or speak to your service coordinator about your options.